Hi friends, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. Ashish here, and today I'll be covering a Sudoku variant called Anti-Night Sudoku. So this Sudoku was featured in the Sudoku sets that I sent to all my patrons of my Patreon page named Enthralling Sudoku. So this was featured in the November set, so just previous month, one of the Sudokus from all the other Sudokus. So I send 20 classic Sudokus and 20 variants to all my patrons every month, and all are purely handcrafted. None of the Sudokus are computer generated, and so this was one of the anti-night Sudoku that I had sent last month, right? So if you are really looking forward to such handcrafted Sudokus, I would highly recommend you to please subscribe to the Enthralling Sudoku Patreon page. You will really enjoy the Sudokus. Those who have already subscribed are really enjoying it, and I really get a very good feedback from them. So, and from next year, I mean to say from the next month, so New Year 2023, I'll have a few changes in my Patreon set. I'll add a few more contents to it, and I'll issue the PDFs in a magazine format. So all these Sudokus will be in the magazine, kind of a magazine format. Plus you will have some extra contents in it. So those will be purely handcrafted. So if you are really looking forward to such excellent Sudokus, excellent constructions, I would highly recommend you to subscribe to the Patreon page. So coming back to this Sudoku, and yeah, before going to this Sudoku, I would highly recommend you to please subscribe to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles if you haven't done so. It will really motivate us to cover videos on regular basis. And if you have a request for any Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, you can let us know in the comment below, and we'll surely make a video on it. And we even have a Patreon page for Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. So please do support us by subscribing to it. We would really appreciate it. And you'll even receive some bonus contents or bonus Sudokus every month. So those who have subscribed to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles Patreon page, they receive bonus Sudokus every month, right? So now coming back to this Sudoku, so I really loved the design of this Sudoku. It was quite appealing and very different to what I have seen in usual anti-night Sudokus. If you see the last three boxes, last three rows are doesn't have even a single digit in it, and I really loved the theme here. I was happy with the theme. So let's see if we are able to solve this Sudoku. I know the solve path, but still I'll go on how to solve an anti-night Sudoku. What are the things that you will have to look for while solving an anti-night Sudoku, right? So let's see the rules first. You need to place digits from 1 to 9 in each row, each column, and 3 into 3 box without repetition. Apart from that, every digit in the grid cannot repeat in a chess move, knight's move in a chess. So for example, if you have a 1 here, none of these cells can have a 1 now. So this is how a knight moves in a chess. So when you have a knight moves from this place to this place or from here to here, so knight move apart, you cannot have same digits. So you cannot have 1 in any of these 8 cells, or whatever you have here cannot be in any of these 8 cells, right? That is what the rule says. Very easy rules, and with that we should be able to solve this Sudoku. Let's see. So the first thing, while constructing this, there are actually many hidden singles or naked singles, I would say, in anti-night Sudoku. So in particular in this Sudoku, I wanted to start with the single here, and if you see here, this cell has so many possibilities. You can have 1, 5, 6, right? But if you see here, 1 and 6 cannot be because of the knight move. So this cell would only have to be a 5, right? So the moment you have a 5 here now, if you see here, a 5 cannot be here, cannot be here, cannot be here. 5 would have to be in one of these two cells. So okay, let us not see that for now. 1 cannot be in any of these cells. Yeah. So if you see this 1 and 3, the plus symbol cannot have 1 and 3 because of the classic Sudoku rules and the anti-night rule. So you have a 1-3 pair here in this box, right? So you will have 8 in one of these two cells. You already have an 8 here, so this cell would have to be an 8. This cell is a 5. You have 6, 4, 9 remaining, so this is 4. these two cells are 6 and 9, right? Now if you see here, these two cells are 1 and 7 in any order, right? These two cells would have to be 1 and 7 in any order. And if you see now, if you see box 5 now, 4 and 9 cannot be in any of these 4 cells because of the classic Sudoku rules and antenate rules. So 4 and 9 would have to be in one of these two cells. So you have a 4-9 pair here. The moment you have a 4-9 pair here, so one thing that you have to look for in an antenate Sudoku is, whenever you have a pointing in an antenate Sudoku, or maybe a candidate possible in only 2 cells adjacent to each other. So for example, if you can have 2 in only one of these 2 cells, the moment you have such things or such case, you can directly eliminate that these 2 cells cannot be a 2, because if you have a 2 here, both of these cells get eliminated as a possibility of 2, or even this cell. So these are the things that you have to always look for in an antenate Sudoku. So if you have a 6 9 here, this cell can never be a 9. So if this cell is a 9, both of these cells would have to be 6 because of the classic and antenate constraint. So this cell would have to be a 4 and this cell would have to be a 9, right? And okay, so this 9 now gives you a 6 here and this would have to be a 9 here. Nice. So these 3 cells are 1 3 and 6. This cell cannot be a 3. Let me just close the conflict checker on. I'll just off it, and yeah, because I don't want that for now. 6 and 1 cannot be here. If you see here, both 1 and 6 are eliminated from this cell because of the antenate rule again. So this cell would have to be a 3 and you have 1 and 6 here. Okay, and this 3 actually eliminates 3 from this cell. So this is 1, this is 3, and you have 2 3 6 and 7, right? So 3 cannot be here, 3 cannot be here, 3 would have to be in one of these 2 cells. 2 3, so these cells are 6 and 7, 3 7 2 6, 6 2 7. Oh, so this cell is a hidden single here. 2 3 6 7 are the possibilities in this cell. 7 6 and 2 are eliminated because of both classic and antenate. So this is 3 and this would have to be 2 and 7. 6 is in one of these 2 cells, so 6 cannot be in any of these cells. You have 6 in one of these 3 cells. Let us not see that for now. Okay, next thing is 3 cannot be in any of these 2 cells because of the 3 here. 3 cannot be here, so this cell would have to be a 3. 2 7 and 8 in these 3 cells, right? So 2 cannot be here, even 8 cannot be here, so this is 7. 2 and 8 in any of these 2 cells, so 2 would have to be eliminated from here, so this is 8, this is 2. Okay, do we disambiguate this thing? No, not for now. Okay, and let us see what else can we get here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 8 and 9, right? Oh, that's excellent. So 1 2 3 4 5 is possible, 6 7 8 and 9. So this cell would have to be a 5. Same way you get something here, if I remember. So you cannot have 1 2 3 4 5 6 8 and 9. So this cell would have to be a 7 here. That gives you a 1 and a 6 here. That gives you 7 and a 1 here. Yeah. Okay, so these 2 cells are 4 and 6 in any order. These 2 cells are 2 and 9 in any order, right? Okay, now let us see where can we go. Yeah, 1 cannot be in any of these 2 cells. So what I usually look for these patterns. So 1 cannot be here, 1 cannot be in any of these cells, 1 cannot be here, so this cell would have to be a 1, right? Okay, okay, 5 would have to be here. So these 3 cells are 3, 7 and 4, right? 3, 4 and 7. 3 and 7 cannot be here. This is 4. 3 and 7 can be here, right? So 3 and 7, the moment you have a 3 and 7 here, this cell would have to be a 2. 6 and 7. These two cells are 2 and 8, right? So 2 and 8. And 1, 6 and 9. So 1, 6 also cannot be here. So this is 9, 1 and 6, right? So if you see here, we have almost completed first 6 rows, and now we will have to look for these 3 rows, last 3 rows. This was one of the most amazing thing that I have done in an anti-night Sudoku. I have constructed many anti-night Sudokus, but this is one of my favorite themes, right? Sorry, last whole 3 rows are empty. And so again one thing that you have to keep in mind is, if you have 3 and 7 here, both 3 and 7 cannot be here. If you have 1 and 6 here, both 1 and 6 cannot be here. This is one of the other pattern that usually you see in an anti-night Sudoku. So if you have such pairs here, both 1 and 6 cannot be here. Because if you have 1 here, both of these cells get eliminated using the classic rules and the anti-night rule, right? So both 1 and 6 cannot be here. So now many would do is just write pencil marks here. Of course, that is what is the way to progress this kind of situations. But there are a very good hidden singles here in this case. If you see here, 1, 9, 7, 4, 6, 5, 2, 3 and 8. 3 and 8 cannot be here. So this cell would have to be a 2, right? And okay. Same way you get something here as well. If I remember, 1, 6 and 8, right? 1 cannot be here. These cells would have to be 6 and 8. Okay, not here. This cell actually. Let me just see. 1, 2, 3 is possible. 4, 5, 9, 8, 6 and 3, right? 3 and 6 are the possible. No, 6 is also not possible. I am sorry. So 1, 2, 3 is possible. 4, 5, 6, 7 is possible. 8 and 9. 3 and 7, right? 3 and 7 are the possibilities here. Am I right? Yeah, exactly. 3 and 7 are the possibilities here. Let me mark these two. 3 and 8. So which means 3 and 8 cannot be here. 3 and 8 cannot be here. Okay. What are these cells? 5, 7 and 9. This cell cannot be a 5. This cell cannot be a 7. 1, 4 and 6. Okay. This cell cannot be a 4. 6, 8 and 1. 1, 6 and 8, right? 8 cannot be here. 1, 6, 1, 6 and 8. What about this cell? You cannot have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5 is not possible. 4 is not possible. 6 and 7, right? 1 and 6 is not possible. 8 and 9 is possible, right? So let us write that 8 and 9 here. 1 and 6 is not possible. So 2, 3 and 4. 2 is also not possible. So 3 and 4. Am I missing something here? So there is only one place for 5 in row 7 if you see here. 5 cannot be in any of, no, yeah, 5 cannot be here, 5 cannot be here, 5 cannot be here because of this 5. 5 cannot be here because of this 5, 5 cannot be here because of this, 5 cannot be here, so there is only one place for 5 here, right? Okay. There is only one place for 1 in row 8, row 7. So 1 cannot be in any of these two cells because of the anti-night rule 1-6 here pattern. 1 cannot be here. 1 cannot be in any of these 3 cells because of this one. So this is a 1. This is 6, that is 4. This 6 gives you a 1 here. and that should give you a 1 in one of these two cells. Okay, let us not see that for now. 4 cannot be here, 4 cannot be here, none of these cells can be 4, right? So 4 cannot be here, cannot be here, cannot be here. So this cell is a 4 here. 4 cannot be in any of these cells, 4 cannot be in any of these two cells. So this cell is a 4. That gives you 6 1 1 6. Okay, these two cells are 2 and 3, right? Okay, 6 7 and 5. 6 cannot be here, 5 7, 5 6 and 7. Both 7 and 9 cannot be here. So that's a great thing. We could have done that earlier. After getting the 5, the same pattern, 9 cannot be in any of these two cells because of the 9 here. So this row can have 9 in only this cell, right? And 6 8 3 7, 3 7 6 8. So 6 and 8, these two cells are 3 and 7. Oh, this 7 could have helped us actually. 7 and 3, that is 6 and 8. Okay, that 9 gives you a 7 and a 9, 5 and a 7. This cell is a 5, 2 and 9, right? In any order, this is 6, sorry, 2 and 9 in any order. These are nothing but 1 and 8. So 8 1 3 8 2 3 9 2 and 2 and 9. Is there let me see if there is a conflict. Oh, I see a conflict here. This cell is not a 1. Oh, that was 6 and 4, right? So this is a 4 here. I accidentally wrote a 1 here. That was a 4 here, and with that we complete this excellent Sudoku. I always make mistakes, so you can always expect from me to make mistakes, because that is what I do while solving online or even on papers. Solving on paper or online, I always do mistakes, and very silly mistakes. So I hope you enjoyed this Sudoku, a really fun Sudoku. Nowhere you had to use trial and error, or you had to guess through some points, or the complex you have to use any complex logic, right? So I hope you enjoyed this Sudoku. Do like and comment if you want us to solve any other Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, and please look out for the Patreon page of Enthralling Sudoku as well as Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. Enthralling Sudoku will see a new way to send the magazines to all my patrons from January. You will be seeing some more additional contents with it, some team round Sudokus which will take you quite a time to solve. I'm again starting those. I used to do that long ago, but I'll be again doing it now. I've already prepared many Sudokus already. So just check out, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.